My name is Volker Kruger from Velden-Duffey Attorneys in Rustenburg. The purpose of this video is to explain the standard clauses that you would find in a single will that we draft for our clients. Firstly, in paragraph 1, you need to make sure that your full names, identity number, marital status, and also your contact details are correct. In clause 2, we deal with the revocation of existing wills. Now, after signing your new will, any previous wills that you might have signed are cancelled in terms of this clause. It is therefore not necessary to destroy them or even inform anyone who is keeping the previous will in safe custody. In paragraph 3, we deal with the appointment of the executor. Now, your executor is nominated and authorized to report and wind up your deceased estate in accordance with the law and, of course, also the provisions of your will. Your executor is also exempted from providing security to the Master of the High Court. Now, if this clause is not in the will, the executor would have to take out insurance with premium cost implications for the deceased estate. On the assumption that you trust your executor and would like to save these costs, we suggest that you indeed approve the exemption provision. Clause 4 is the most important one. Sometimes there will be a clause 4 and a clause 5. Dealing with the bequests and inheritances. Now, please make sure that the contents of these clauses is indeed correct. General provisions. Firstly, no collation. Now, any donations to beneficiaries who are inheriting in equal shares in terms of the will are to be deducted from their inheritance in terms of our law, except if your will stipulates otherwise. Now, as most people do not want the donations to be deducted, we add this as a standard clause in our wills. Exclusion from community or accrual system. This clause ensures that only the beneficiaries nominated in your will benefit and not any spouses of them, for example, your son-in-law or your daughter-in-law, even if they are married in community of property or with the accrual system. Substitution and accrual. This clause, there we are, substitution and accrual. This clause caters for predeceased beneficiaries nominated in your will. The children of such beneficiaries are to inherit in the place of the predeceased beneficiary, and if there are no children, the inheritance goes to the other beneficiaries nominated in the will. Appointment of a company or a close corporation or trust. This clause makes it possible for a beneficiary to, for example, nominate his family trust as a beneficiary in his place if he would like his trust to receive the inheritance as part of his estate planning. Insolvency trust. This clause prevents any inheritance from falling into an insolvent estate of a beneficiary. It is a legal way to keep the inheritance away from the creditors of a beneficiary in the case of an insolvency. And then finally, the agricultural land provision. Act 70 of 1970 prohibits the transfer of undivided shares in agricultural land to more than one beneficiary. Now, this clause therefore caters for agricultural land, where applicable, to be transferred to a company of which the nominated beneficiaries will be the shareholders to ensure that they can still jointly benefit from the land. I hope that this video is of assistance to help you to understand the standard provisions of our single wills.